Your stream leader for today on day 105 of our body weight exercise program for weight loss. And I want to apologize in advance. I know there's a little bit of delay in time in the stream today. I know we had to kind of reschedule, ran into some issues this morning. We rescheduled it today for 12 o'clock. And then I kind of had some technical difficulties connecting to the Wi Fi. We had to mess around with the router. So, next thing you know, here we are 15 minutes late. From the already rescheduled time. So I apologize, a little bit of a hectic morning today, but nonetheless, we're still going to get a great workout. I hope everyone will still be able to make it, catch this replay, catch it live, whatever that may be, because our goal is just make health and fitness more accessible through the use of our bodyweight exercise program, along with a variety of other paid and free services, which you can find at connectedchs.com. But I'm not going to ramble too much here. I know you've got to get back on track. I'm on a little bit of a tight time schedule myself for today. So, with that being said, this week we have 45 minutes of work, 45 minutes of work, but 45 seconds work, 45 seconds of rest. First session into these 45-minute workout sessions. So, pretty cool stuff coming up here. And, I'm feeling good about today. I hope you are as well. We're going to get a good workout. And, we did keep this fairly similar to last week's workout because we are moving up in the intensity a little bit going into those 45-minute sessions. So, let me just edit this real quick. Oh, sorry. Jeez, what's happening here? Oh my goodness. I apologize, anybody might be watching this, because this thing is not working. I'm also on a different computer because my computer was just not, straight up just not working. So, that doesn't help much either. All right, sorry, I'm going to give this like 10 more seconds. And then we're going to be done with that. All right. So, we've got the technical difficulties and stuff all squared away. We're going to be hitting the warm-up here in a second. And then, we're going to get to it. We're going to get a good workout in today. So, with that being said, 45 seconds work, 45 seconds of rest. We're going to be talking a little bit about social and environmental and things like that. But, keep us on track. We'll talk about that towards the end of the stream. So, all right, everybody, let's get to a 5-minute warm-up here. 8 exercises, 3 times through. Oh, let me put this thing up. All right, let's get after it. So, first move here. Start off with some leg swings, get that lower body moving a little bit. We're getting things moving, and simply my computer's a little bit smaller, so I honestly can't really even see if anybody messages in here, at least at this distance, but I'll see how things go. Gonna move on to the other leg now here. Just letting the body move, let that leg swing like a pendulum. Great work. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of these standing hamstring curls. Just bringing the heel up to the butt. All right, now we're going to switch legs again. And just getting that hamstring warmed up for our workout we got coming up here. Like I said, anybody who was with us last week, going to be very similar movement patterns here. I think only one real variation here, just because it wasn't really going to work that well with the 45 seconds. So we're mixing things up a little bit. We'll have some options in here for you all. All right, now let's work on a T-spine, work at the shoulders a little bit at the same time here. We have the fists out in front, open it up, and come right back. Trying to look back to the wall as you open up the shoulder blades here, opening up that mid back. Great work, everybody. Alrighty, got all that done, shaking out the arms a little bit. All right. That being said, just getting a quick little warm up here. We're going to be getting into the workout here in just a few seconds. Really wish I could actually see the screen. That'd be cool. That's what, too big. All right, whatever. We shall see. I wish that would go away too, but we're going to make it work. All right, so our first move here of today's stream, we got a floor touch. And we're just reaching down to the ground, coming back up. We got to pick up a box up off the ground. You call this a deadlift variation, doesn't really matter, but essentially just letting the hands come down, trying to keep that flat back and reaching down to a position that's comfortable. We got 45 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest. See if I can set this timer up in a spot where it will actually stay. Geez. This is going to be difficult. All right. That is loud. Let's not do that. All right, so 45 seconds work, 45 seconds of rest. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Let's start with those floor touches, starting with those deadlifts. 45 seconds. You're just reaching down, coming back up. Great work. Just going to be moving through nice and smooth. You know, pace yourself here. This is only the first exercise. Maybe you're still kind of getting that pattern good before we start moving into some more intense movements here. Not that this one isn't intense, but you know, it just gets more intense mostly because that, you know, time and duration. Do the same thing. Going. This is only the first move here. 3, 2, 1, and done. So you got 45 seconds rest going back to that row fly combo. So this is going to be one. Same thing, going to be in that bent over hinge position. So we're going to roll the arms up and then fly out to the side. So row, fly, and same thing. Another thing with this one is that you can always support your body weight here on your knees. Go one arm at a time. You know, switch to the other one. The same thing. It can be pretty difficult holding that position during the whole exercise. We're going to get this going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Great work, everybody. Keep it up. Awesome job. There you go. A little bit long again. Use these 45-minute sessions here. Three, two, one, and done. Really good job with that. We have D1 coming up here as the next move. So for D1, we got arms coming across the body. We can go one arm at a time, or we can also go both arms as well. Same thing, you don't have to be on your knees. This one just makes it a little bit easier to see, so my arms aren't going off camera. We still got 15 seconds to get yourself ready. We're going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going both arms at the same time. Find that variation that works for you. Great job here. 20 more seconds. All right, done with that. Our next move coming up is the dead bug. So for this one, we got a grounded variation and a wall variation. If you're going to be going from the wall, you're going to be driving your hands into the wall, and you're going to be going opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're reaching one arm back and then lifting that opposite leg up as you're going into the wall. And for the ground variation, you'll be doing the same exact movement. Oh, it gets really dark for me down here, doesn't it? Hopefully you can still kind of see that. But bringing it down, leg and arm, same pattern, just on the ground. We're going to 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Opposite arm, opposite leg, 45 seconds. Remember, this ground variation is going to be a bit more difficult than that wall variation. So you got to pick what's working good for you today. Great job. You have 15 more seconds. I apologize. I know it's probably a little bit hard to see. I don't know why the lighting is changing like that. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good job with that one, everybody. We got our lateral squat coming up next. So for our lateral squat, there's going to be this next move coming up here. So you can do lateral squat or bodyweight squat. Choose a variation that feels good for you. For the lateral squat, coming to the sides like you're sitting down in a chair with one leg, or we can go same thing for our bodyweight squat. Bring it down and coming back up. All right, so we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Coming side to side. This is that lateral squat variation. Remember, if you wanted to go with the regular bodyweight squat, nothing wrong with that at all. Good work, everybody. A little bit more than halfway through this set. Good work. All right, last 15 seconds. Keep pacing yourself. Here we go. Finish strong here in this set. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Lateral squat is done. We got push-ups or flies. For our flies, we're going to be on our back, be laying on the ground. And these ones are just bringing the arms together, like you're trying to clap your hands together in front of you. Getting that good chest motion going. We can also do a push-up variation here. You do push-ups with your hands on the wall, from the floor, from on an elevated surface. The closer you get to the ground, the harder it's going to be. So if you're going from the wall, you can move those feet out a little bit further. It's going to be a little bit harder. So choose that variation that works good for you. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. There you go, 30 more seconds. Another variation here too is that if you're going with this push-up variation, maybe you want to just hold at the top, maybe you want to hold at the bottom. You're still going to be working those muscles in a lot of the same ways. Here you go, 3, 2, 1, and done. Push-ups a long time to be doing 40, to be doing push-ups, good 45 seconds in there. Got our ITYs coming up next. This one, you're going to be going thumbs above head, thumbs in a Y, back at the hands. You're going to be going 45 seconds. Again, as always, there's another one that can be modified. You put the hands on the knees. You go thumb up, and back of the hand up. You got 10 seconds. And we're going to get things started here. We're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Just moving and grooving. Nice and smooth. Try to keep your body as still as possible while you're moving through this. You want to find good stability through the legs, through the core. Good work, everybody. 15 more seconds. All right. Great job. So we have our 1, 2, 3 burst. The same thing, you could choose your intensity with this one. We're on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I think you go a little bit fast, or you go a little bit more slow and controlled. Same thing, you always grab onto the wall with this one here. Same thing, get that same good motion in. We're on the core, hips, bounce, coordination, all that good stuff. Get yourself ready. We're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I'm going a little bit slower, doing a little bit of a longer hold, working on the balance. You don't got to make this one super intense, super fast pace. But you do want to choose what works good for you. Maybe that hip range of motion isn't great yet. Maybe you have some things limiting your mobility at the moment. And then you could keep them low. You don't have to, go crazy. So right here, just doing that kind of march in place with that, 3 burst tempo. Great job. Last one here. And done. Really good work there, everybody. You know what that means. So back up to the top. 1 through 8, floor touches, flies. Remember, floor touches first. Reaching down to the ground like you got that box to pick up. One good way to find it. One of my favorite ways to find it. So just let those hands slide down the knees. You see, even when I'm just kind of relaxing right here. Still keeping a pretty good flat back position. This is just like that deadlift. Just like that floor touch. So get yourself ready. We got 10 more seconds. And we're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. We keep moving. I see we got a comment in the chat. Bigfollows.com. Sweet. So back to the exercise. Coming down, coming right back up. Great work, everybody. Nice and smooth. Keep moving through. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, now that that's over, the row flies are coming up. So for the row fly, remember, you're going to be in that hinge position again, getting in a nice bent over stance. You're going to row the elbows up, then fly arms straight out to the side. I don't know why the lighting keeps changing. Sometimes it's really dark in here, sometimes it's really light. Something with this computer. Not really sure what's going on. Anyways, we got about 5 more seconds, so get yourself ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. There you go. Find nice stability. Work, everyone. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. That means D1 is up next. I'm just grabbing a drink real quick. So I'm going to be bringing this pillow down. Like I said, just so it's a little bit easier to see. There's anything not necessary. You can definitely do this one standing. It's not going to take anything or add anything to this movement. Everybody get yourself ready. We got 10 more seconds. It's a little bit weird having these 45-second rest times, so adjusting to it a little bit. We got 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. I'm reaching into both of my pockets, and I'm coming up in this Y motion. Great job, everybody. Awesome, awesome job. You got 15 seconds. Great work. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we got our dead bug. So we can do this one from the wall, remember. You can go opposite arm, opposite leg. Just be pushing into the wall. You're going to be lifting up opposite arm, opposite leg. And same thing. If people adjust the camera a little bit, see if that helps with these ground variations. That looks better, I think, at least. Still got 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Same thing. Another coordination on this move can be one of the more difficult things. There's a lot going on here. My biggest tips would be to try to keep that low back on the ground. Same thing, the farther your leg and arm get away from you, the more it's going to challenge the core. So another way to modify, say if you want to go from the ground, See, I'm not extending my leg out fully. Keep it a little bit bent. Keep that center of mass closer to the body. Keep your mass closer to your center of mass. Here we go. Great job, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, dead bug done. We got lateral squat now, and push-ups coming up after that. So if you're not feeling the lateral squat, let me adjust the camera again. So if you're not feeling the lateral squat, we can always work with some bodyweight squat. You go ahead and sit to stand, just sitting on the couch, standing back up. Great variation for the squat. Same thing, we can just do that squat in the air, come down, come back up, or like we mentioned, we can do lateral squat with a little bit more of this side to side motion. Everybody get ready. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Great work, everybody. Just keep moving and grooving. 30 seconds in. Oh, not 30 seconds in. 30 seconds left, I should say. Great work. Here we go. Home stretch coming up. Last 15 here with this move. Awesome job. I know you're working hard behind that screen. Let's finish strong here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Squat down. We have push-ups / flies going on here. So we're going from the push-ups, but remember, from the flies, you're just going to be laying on the back, opening the arms out. We're going 5 days a week in our current segment, so you can get a little burnt out if you're doing the push-ups in every single set. So we want to throw those in there so you can modify need be. Also, maybe if we're doing 5 days a week, maybe go with the push-up variation 3 days a week, go with the flies 2. But get ready, we're going 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Got to readjust the grip real quick. $15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good job with that one, everybody. We got ITYs 1, 2, 3 bursts coming up. So let's finish strong with those ITYs. You still got a good amount of time here. You still got a good 30 seconds. Pretty different from last week. We had sessions where you're only getting 15 seconds of rest. So a little bit of a big jump, but we also are, increasing that volume, increasing that intensity per session by, increasing the total duration by 15 minutes. But get yourself ready. ITYs coming up shortly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. There you go. Find that good stability in the bottom position. There you go. Way to work. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. So We got 1, 2, 3 burst. And you have 30 seconds apiece. I mean 45 seconds because you got 30 more seconds of rest. Remember, 1, 2, 3. And you get a little hold 1, 2, 3. Height is optional. It's all up to you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can grab from the wall. You can go 1, 2, 3. It's really all up to you here with this one. Last move of the second circuit. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great work, everybody. Find that pace. It's just randomly getting darker. My screen is lighter again. Who knows what's happening? Great work, everybody. Keep pacing yourself. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Great job, everybody. For the last round, back up to the top. We got a good 35 seconds of rest still. But then we're starting up with them floor touches first. Reaching down to the ground. Come right back up. And then you choose the height that you're willing to go. You gotta do is what's comfortable. And same thing, if you start bending too far, you don't want to see that low back bending. You want to keep it nice, flat back all the way through the motion. Get yourselves ready. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Great work. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. So row fly, bend over position, from the arms up. Remember, you don't want to be driving up, super high here. You want to keep them even with the shoulders. And the same thing when you're coming up in those fly as well. Same thing, trying to aim for even with the shoulders or whatever's feeling comfortable for your range of motion. You don't want to be going too far past them, but if your range of motion is a little bit less limited, that's perfectly fine. But we'll get ready. We're going 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Working those back muscles, working the core, working the legs. Definitely getting a good full body exercise here. Great work, everybody. Awesome job. Last 15. Here go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome job. We got D1s coming on up next. I'm going to be down on the ground, tall kneeling position. One, you can also go one arm at a time. I'm just demonstrating both, but really doesn't matter, whatever is most comfortable for you. Same thing, whatever is feeling like a good challenge for you this late in the workout. Not too many moves left. Let's finish strong here, everybody. You're going 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Reaching across, we're getting these D1s in. Way to work, everybody. Nice and smooth. 25 more seconds. Here you go, final 15. 2/3 of the way through the set. Finish strong. I know this can get pretty fatiguing on the shoulders this late into it. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good job there. We got 45 seconds. Just gotta check something real quick here. All right. So back to the business here. Oops, my timer. I can't set this thing up right anywhere. All right, we got our dead bugs. Everybody get ready. Remember, from the wall, from the floor, you only got 10 seconds. I apologize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Trying to keep that low back on the ground. Here you go, 15 more seconds. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Good job with that. We got 4 more moves. We got a squat, push-up, IPY, and burst. Finish up this. We got 30 seconds of rest. And the lateral squat, bodyweight squat, sit to stand. It doesn't matter. Whatever's feeling good. So, everybody get ready. You got about 10 seconds left. We're going to be going in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Like you're sitting in an invisible chair, sitting down, standing up. Pace yourself. Find your depth. It's going to look a little bit different for everybody. And that's completely okay. We all got different bodies, all got slightly different anatomy, even though at the same general structure. Some people might have, slightly longer bones than others, which can make certain movement patterns more or less difficult. And then if you got really long legs, you're going to have to travel further to get down to the bottom of the squat. So therefore making it harder just to do to your anatomy. 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good job there. We got push-ups / flies. Remember, for the push-ups, again, you can go from the wall, you can go from the edge of a couch, you can go from your knees, you can go from your toes. You can do isometric holds. There's a lot of variations here for the push-ups, so don't be intimidated. Try some things out. Maybe try a variation you haven't tried before. See if it works. See if it feels good. If not, never know until you try it. So it's worth giving it a shot. Here we go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. ITY and burst to finish up. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the topic of the week, wrap things up, and we will send you on our way. I also can't forget, got to get a good cool down in after this as well. So definitely stick around for that. But we got 20 seconds, so get a drink, mentally prepare yourself, whatever you got to do. We got ITYs coming up. Remember, you're going to be in that bent over position. Thumbs up in the Y. Back of the hands up in the T. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Remember, this was another one that you can modify. You can go one arm at a time, support yourself with the arm. It can be pretty tough, especially going for that full 45 seconds. Great job. 15 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Finish with that. We got 1, 2, 3 burst. Very last move here of the first 45-minute workout of the 5-day-a-week segment. Let's finish strong right here. Not an easy one, especially that first session, kind of still in that adaptation phase, getting used to these 45-minute workouts again. So, and they're feeling a little bit more gas than usual, nothing to worry about. A little bit expected here, but hey, we're going to adapt. We're going to keep moving through over these next few weeks. The last move, come on, let's finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Choose your height. If you need something for balance, that's fine too. And then just marching them in place. Maybe you're going to pick up the pace here. Tweaked my knee a little bit at work. So I'm not going to be going with a super intense variation here. Not a lot of high impact stuff for me today. Not that any of these workouts are really high impact necessarily. But, same thing. If you're going with that more, sprint-like variation of the 1, 2, 3 burst, definitely a lot more high impact than this variation. 3, 2, 1, and done. Well, would you look at that, everybody? First 45-minute workout in the books. Again, I apologize. I know the timing was a little bit screwed up today. I got on late even after we already rescheduled it. So I apologize. And, it happens. Mistakes happen. And hey, it's not that big of a deal, let's be honest. I feel bad, we couldn't get things going at the time, but the beauty about these workouts is that they're replayed all day. You can always find them at any time. So even if you cannot catch us live this morning, which I apologize for, you can still catch this workout. It's going to be replayed. Find on Facebook, social media, all that good stuff. So let's get into the cool down a little bit here. Pretty similar to how we started. Nothing too crazy here. Almost just broke a glass table. Don't do that. Be careful where you're swinging your leg. Great job, everybody. Keep that leg swinging. All right, moving on to the other leg now. All right, got those legs swinging. Let's get these arms swinging a little bit. Right arm over, left arm over, just kind of shaking things out a little bit. Good work, everybody. All right. Got that shaking out a little bit. Let's do a little bit of arm circles. I'm going to start small. Looks like I'm trying to draw some small circles in the air. Now we're going to take it on the way back now. Reversing it, same thing, small circles. Now let's open them up real nice and wide. Really try to open up the chest, open up the shoulders and back. Give me 3 more big ones. And now let's start going the other way. Moving forward now. All right, shake those out a little bit again. And same thing, we're going to work on the knee a little bit. Here's one you can do this from a seated position. And then you're just extending the leg out like you're trying to kick a soccer ball very lightly. Or we can go with the ground variation on your back, knee up. You're just extending this knee and coming back. Great job, everybody. Just restoring that range of motion. Back to the quad, back to the knee. A little bit lighter intensity stuff here. We're going to be moving on to the other leg. All right. And now, to finish things off, let's work on some deep breathing. You want to take some deep breaths into the nose, hand out through the mouth. When you're taking that deep breath in, you want to feel your stomach expand, fill up with air, and you want to, as you exhale, kind of seeing it deflate a little bit. All right. So, sorry about that. Let me escape right here. Keep working on that deep breathing. Let's talk a little bit about what is going on for today. So our topic of the week is the social/environmental pillars. And, it's a pretty important topic. We've touched on this a little bit about talking about how your environment can make you, how to, create and sustain, healthy social relationships. And now we're going to be talking about a little bit about romantic relationships here, with your significant other. And, when we first started streaming, one of our first challenges we kind of ever put out was to, hold on, readjust this thing. One of our first kind of challenges that we put out was, the yards for yearly with the One Love Foundation. They bring awareness to domestic violence and relationship health. They have a lot of great information on their page, and they actually did yards for yearly, which was pretty much to, get active for, to, raise awareness for relationship violence. And so that was a pretty cool thing. Me and my partners, Adam and Seth, we put in, trying to think how many miles we did, but we spent a good 3-4 hours. We went on, multiple different machines at the gym. We're just trying to get moving to help raise awareness and work for this cause. And, now we're talking about social, environmental, again, relationships. I feel that it's only right that we kind of redirect you again to some of these great resources they have here at the One Love Foundation. One of such being the signs of an unhealthy relationship. And I know this could be a topic, somewhat close to home for people, but, we want to talk about a little bit about these signs so maybe you can be aware, am I in a healthy relationship right now, and how you might be able to, better things and maybe talk about these issues and work past these things with your significant other. So, there's a list of 10. Let's break them down. Let's talk about them for a little bit. We could talk about them if I knew how to deviate to the next page on this line. All right. So, the first sign is intensity. This from the One Love Foundation is when someone expresses very extreme feelings and over the top behavior that feels overwhelming. And, this could be someone feeling you like they're rushing the pace of the relationship. They assume they want everything about them or for you to be in constant contact with them. And then when this isn't able to happen, maybe you're seeing these extreme feelings, something that feels a little bit over the top and overwhelming. And, obviously, nobody wants to be in that situation. That can be very stressful, very tolling on your mental health. So, it's important to be aware, is this something that, is happening, repeatedly? And same thing, if there's something, a situation or relationship where, things blow up over, a very, major issue in your relationship. But, if these are very small things that it feels like it just, things start getting super intense out of nowhere, this can be one of the signs of an unhealthy relationship. The next sign, number 2, is possessiveness. And this is when someone is jealous to the point where they control who you spend time with and what you do. So while jealousy is a normal human emotion, it becomes unhealthy when it causes someone to control or lash out at you. So same thing, this could be somebody trying to manipulate your actions, maybe potentially guilting you into doing something one way or the other. Same thing, trying to, kind of control what you're doing. In a healthy relationship, everybody should be their own person. They should contribute to each other and benefit each other. If one person seems like they have all the control of the relationship, this can be another sign of an unhealthy relationship. So sign number 3, manipulation. This is when someone tries to control your decisions, actions, or emotions. This can be hard to spot. It can sometimes be presented maybe more passive ways. And, maybe they're trying to convince you to do things that you're not comfortable doing, kind of maybe, ignoring you till you get your way, or trying to influence the way you feel about a subject, regardless of how you feel. So, manipulation can be, same thing like said, it can be kind of hard to spot. It might not be as obvious right away. It might be something that, doesn't show itself for maybe months, maybe even years of a relationship, but you notice these same things trying to manipulate your feelings, trying to get you to feel a certain way, about a situation or a topic. That can be another red flag as well. The 4th sign, isolation. This is when somebody tries to keep you away from friends, family, or other people. And this often starts always asking you to spend more one-on-one time, but can later escalate to demands that you don't see other people or family. Often they will ask you to choose between them and your friends, insist that you spend all your time with them, or even make you question your own judgment of friends and family. If you're experiencing isolation, you may end up feeling like you're dependent on your partner for love, money, or acceptance. This can be a very, very tough one here to deal with for sure. And same thing, these are not, it's not that I'm saying if you see some of these things in your relationship, it's not something you necessarily can't work through, but if these are something that are consistently appearing in your relationship, consistently bothering you in your relationship, something that you need to, bring awareness to, that you need to talk about with your partner, and, express how you feel about the situation, or what they might be doing make you feel a certain way. And same thing, if you're consistently seeing these things and things don't seem to be getting better, you need to, it's obviously, I'm not going to try to tell anybody what they need to do with their relationship and things off the stream. We're just trying to bring awareness to, some of these signs that might, show signs of an unhealthy relationship, and what you might, and I guess just, consider these things for yourself. I'm not going to give any more advice than that on the topic. Not a relationship expert, but the One Love Foundation has some great resources, does a lot of research behind these things. So, just kind of relaying the information here. So sabotage, sign number 5, when someone purposely ruins your reputation, achievements, or success. Sabotage includes keeping you from doing things that are important to you. Behaviors like talking behind your back, starting rumors, or threatening to share private information about you is also sabotage. And so, you could see how, this would be very wrong in a relationship, especially to somebody that you claim to love, to sabotage them and, try to negatively impact their life almost purposely in this situation. Maybe it's out of spite, maybe it's because they're mad about something else, but same thing, this isn't something that in a healthy relationship is a way that you would work past these issues. You wouldn't want to sabotage your partner and, almost get revenge on them for, something that you might be upset about. But so, things should never be taken to that point. Is pretty much what the point is here. So if you're seeing these things again, consider if this relationship is healthy or not. So halfway through, we got 6 more. The next one here is belittling. When someone says or does something that makes you feel bad about yourself, and that includes name calling, rude remarks about people you're close with, or criticizing you. They make fun of you in a way that makes you feel bad, even if they're playing it off as a joke. And, oftentimes can make you lose confidence in yourself and your abilities. And this is a really major one. This can be very impactful in a lot of relationships, especially taking a really large toll on people's mental health, because it's like almost like you're constantly getting beat down if you're constantly getting belittled. This is somebody that claims that they love you, and this is someone you're in a relationship with, but they're still finding ways to belittle you and make you feel bad about yourself. I truly don't think that's something you should be doing with somebody that you love and claim to care about. And so you gotta definitely be aware if you feel that is happening in your relationship. All right, last 4 here. We have guilting. This is when someone makes you feel responsible for their actions or makes you feel like it's your job to make them happy. They blame you for things that are out of your control and make you feel bad for them. That includes threatening to hurt themselves or others if you don't stay with them or stay with them. They might also pressure you to do something you're not comfortable with by claiming that's important for them and it'll hurt their feelings if you don't. The same thing. This is kind of like playing with your partner's heartstrings. Guilting can kind of go a little bit in hand with manipulation. Trying to make them feel a certain way or do something for you based on your needs. Like I said again, I feel that all health relationships, people should be equally contributing to building each other up and making, both parties better and happier and healthier. And if you feel that, it's a one-way battle, or maybe even both, maybe you're feeling like you're guilted by your significant other and they're not happy, and that's not making you happy, then you have 2 unhappy parties in this relationship. So another, sign here of these unhealthy relationships. We have volatility. This is when another one kind of related to intensity. When someone has a strong, unpredictable reaction that makes you feel scared, confused, or intimidated. Volatile person makes you feel like you need to walk on eggshells around them, or they will have extreme reactions over small things. And your relationship might feel like a roller coaster containing extreme up and downs. And they may overact over small things, maybe have major mood swings or lose control, getting violent, yelling at you, threatening you. All very bad signs in a relationship. Same thing. Nobody wants to feel, like you said, like you're walking on eggshells in a relationship and you're afraid that your partner is going to lash out on you. That's not the kind of environment, especially we're talking about environment and social relations. That's not the kind of environment you want to put yourself in. And, you have to do things that makes you happy. And obviously in relationships, it can be very difficult to make a decision of, does this need to keep moving forward? Do we need to take a step back here? These are all very difficult decisions, but, you have to consider, what is best for your health. And same thing, a lot of these signs might not be that clear, especially when you really love somebody. Maybe you look past many of these aspects. So finishing up here, I don't know what is happening. This computer is messing up a little bit. Step 9, not step 9, unhealthy relationship sign number 9. When someone is deflecting responsibility and when someone repeatedly makes excuses for their behavior, they blame you or other people for their actions. And, maybe this is, with drug or alcohol abuse, maybe it's mental health issues, past experiences, So, for example, that, this something, say if, say your partner ends up cheating on you and they blame the fact that they cheat on you because, maybe you weren't giving them enough attention, something like that nature, that essentially is deflecting, saying that's like, oh, this wouldn't have happened if you did this. And the same thing is kind of you pushing away that responsibility of something that they did and finding a way to, cast blame on something else. In a relationship, you obviously want both partners to be taking responsibility for their actions. And, being able to move past them and deflecting responsibility is not going to be a way that and able to move past these issues, because if you're deflecting responsibility, you might probably not be viewing these as an issue. And 10th, last but not least, betrayal. When someone is disloyal or acts as an intentionally dishonest way, may act like a different person around other people, share private information about you to others. It also includes lying, cheating, and what they. And so, this can be also another difficult thing to deal with in a relationship. Sadly, it does happen more often than we'd like to think. And, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to go into make assumptions about the way society has changed over time, but um, yeah, it's just this is just another sign if you feel that somebody has betrayed you, negatively, intentionally, um, you know, negatively impacting you, cheating, lying, things of this nature. Another sign of an unhealthy relationship. And I know it's kind of rambling. I know that's what kind of a lot there to digest and talk about. We're going to be having that wrapped up a little bit better. Oh, I apologize. I was reading off the thing. I see Mario stream live. Good to see you in here. I apologize. I did not see you in here earlier. I was reading from the one love, list signs of an unhealthy relationship. I didn't see those coming up at the moment. But good to see you in here, Mario. Don't believe we have met before, so good to see you. But those are the basic signs of an unhealthy relationship according to the One Love Foundation. You can check them out. We're going to have a link to them in the blog coming up this upcoming week, and just kind of give a little bit of that information about healthy and unhealthy relationships, so you can bring awareness and try to come to conclusions about what you should do moving forward for yourself. But with that being said, I do have a doctor's appointment fairly shortly. I really got to get wrapping up here. I would love to stay and talk a little bit more, but I just really do not have the time. So with that being said, thank you. Thank you again, everybody. I will talk to you all soon. And we'll see you for tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And apologize again for the time mess up today. But, have a good day, everybody. Have a blessed day. Jacob signing out. Have a good one.